setup, huh? See how this goes. Thank you anybody for tuning in. I'm just kind of getting things set up here. This is my first time doing the setup like this, so we'll see how it goes. Also, let me know how the microphone is. I just did a firmware update on my microphone like literally right before I did the live stream, and I'm like, oh no, it changed all my settings, so I hope it's not bad. All right, let me go ahead and get this guy going here. Not on yet, I didn't put the speaker on yet. There we go. All right. It's weird. Yeah, I did a live stream yesterday, and I was sitting up close to the screen, so it's a little bit different. Set up these background lights, just kind of cool looking, but might need a little bit of tweaking. I don't know how this. I feel like I did this having the iPad next to me thing a few weeks ago, and it didn't work out well. But I'm trying it again because I like to be able to sit back further like this. Signed in over here on the web browser because I tried signing in through the TikTok app on my iPad, and I couldn't mute the live stream. So I was getting like I'm using my my speaker over here as a Bluetooth speaker with my iPad. So if I have the stream going on my iPad, it plays over the Bluetooth speaker, and you can hear me in echo, which is really bad. So I also want to be able to do some nature sounds in the background. I was doing that last night. Of course, I don't have the app open yet. Probably should do that, right? Bear with me as I tweak some things here. Also can't read the chat very well from here, so I need to have it on the iPad. All right, let me see. Let's pull up, what's a good one? Let's do Morning Forest. That sounds delightful. All right, so as far as I can tell, there's nothing going on in the chat, right? Yeah, good. All right. It keeps freezing on the app, on the browser. So hopefully it's updating in real time. I guess I can keep watching there. It's not showing me if people are joining in or anything. kind of like I'm tweaking the settings here as I'm used to live streaming outside by the fire pit, but now that it's getting cold out, I can't do that. So kind of tweaking my indoor live stream settings. Yeah, it's not showing me on here if anybody's coming into the chat or anything. Huh. Oh, there it is. I just had to scroll up a little bit. Ah, got it. Perfect. All right. All right, let's do this. Tuning in. Still kind of tweaking my indoor live stream settings here. So I apologize if I need to tweak some settings. Just set up these lights for the first time today, so I'm noticing a bit of a shadow there, which is kind of not ideal. But we'll have to get the placement of that projector better. Last night I was sitting up closer, so I was reading the chat on my phone there, but I like sitting back further away, so I have my iPad set up here, and it's a little wonky, but yeah, trying to tweak that a bit. We'll see how it works. I think I did this a few weeks ago and it wasn't working that well, so I opted to sit closer, but I like sitting back further away. Yes, this is an electric handpan. It's called a Neotone, so I can change the scale on the fly, which is really cool. So it's got a the bottom there. I have a wireless transmitter for it, but I've noticed it gives a little bit of weird feedback when I'm sitting really close to it like this. So I just have it wired right now, but when I was doing the outdoor live streams by the fire pit, I had the wireless transmitter and that was working really well. And when I was doing my nature live streams as well. But yeah, for here, using the cord is okay. It actually doesn't have a built-in speaker, so I actually have a speaker right here to play over it, which is, you know, an extra thing to carry around, but with the flexibility of this thing, it offers a whole lot. I'll go ahead and change the scale right now. So we're on, yeah, it's pretty cool. It's a lot of fun. I've been playing it a ton lately. I've only had it about a couple months now, or maybe even a little less than that. Yeah, let's see. Got too many things going on here now. I gotta get used to this new setup. We will change it to, I was having fun with this B2 Soulfly last night. Let's do that one. So this is an F sharp 2 that I have on there right now. I'm going to switch it to a B2, so you'll notice the change in it pretty quickly. Takes a second to load up, but it'll pop on in a second. There we go. just made specifically for this instrument. They loaded it up into the, they have a whole thing that you can log into, a website that you can log into and download scales that other people created. So it's not a scale that's on any other handpan. It's just something that somebody made and loaded it in there, and I can download it and play around with it. There's a few other ones that are like that aren't on other handpans that I played around with that are really cool scales. So yeah, it's a lot of fun. Alright, should we stick with that one or let's change it up? I'm having fun changing it up. That's one of the things about this handpan is that you can change up the scale so much it gets a little bit crazy. Because you're like, alright, that was fun. Rye, how's it going? Good to see you. I was live for a while last night as well, but kind of changing things up here. And last night I was sitting closer, I didn't have any lighting going on, so kind of changing up my indoor live stream setting here, figuring out what works. I miss my fire pit though. It's just getting too cold out there. It's into the 40s now. Really cold out. So I had to sadly come inside. Let's do Blue Moon. That's another one of my favorites. So this is an A2 scale. This was a B2. Now we're going to change it to A2, so it'll be a little bit different. Another thing, sitting far back like this, I can't read the chat, so I have to pop back over on the iPad here once I'm done setting things up. Let's do the... Sometimes you have too many options with all these little nature sounds and stuff. Alright, pull up the TikTok thing here so I can see what you're saying. How long have I been playing for? I've been playing for almost a year now. It'll be a year in a couple of weeks from now. Actually on my birthday, November 19th. So that's when it was just a coincidence. I didn't get it as a birthday present. It just ended up arriving on my birthday. So yeah, it'll be 1 year in a few weeks now. I am in Rhode Island, United States. Although if you look at my content, a lot of my content here on TikTok, all my nature videos, most of those are from Massachusetts because I work in Massachusetts. So. Oh, thank you. Yeah, I do my best. I'm still working on learning a lot of things, but thank you for the gifts. I appreciate that. I saw some stuff pop up there. I don't know, can I see it on here or no? I think that was another thing that was kind of... Yeah, I can see it there. Green Gears. Thank you, Green Gears. Appreciate it. Oh, you're in Pennsylvania. There you go. Yeah, did you have that warm temperatures early this week? That was so crazy. Got up around 80 degrees for a few days. Amber, everybody's here today. Nice, good to see you guys. Like my new setup here, kind of tweaking things, although I don't like that I can see my shadow here. I gotta kind of change my projector spot there, but otherwise it looks pretty cool, I think. I don't know if you can read this at all. I think it might be backwards. They're all like Thich Nhat Hanh sayings. I use it for like my meditations and stuff. But I don't know if I'll keep that there if anybody can actually see it. It kind of looks like it's just a bright square there. I don't know. Anyway, I played for a little bit, sorry. this too. I was telling I was telling Aldi Goods, yeah. When I just before I started up this live stream, I did a firmware update on my microphone. It reset all my settings. So I was like, no, I don't remember what my settings were. So I kind of jumped to what I thought might be okay, but I don't know, we'll see. It's not quite the same as live streaming out in nature where you got a lot of different stuff going on. I do have a dryer going on right on the other side of that door. I don't think it's too loud though, so hopefully it's not picking up that. Sounds good? Okay, awesome. Yeah, we are kind of learning things as we go along here. I don't know how the nature sounds are, if that's loud enough. I can change the volume of the nature sounds, I can change the volume of the handpan, so if anything is out of balance, let me know. I can tweak it a bit here as we go. Can't hear the dryer good. Alright, awesome. Yeah, I was a little concerned when I started up. I'm like, oh no, should I like stop the dryer for now? But it's not too loud. Alright, let me go ahead and change up the scale, and we'll change up the setting. Is it too early to bust out Shaman? That's probably my favorite scale on this thing. Might be a little bit too early for that one just yet. Yeah, I'll save that one for a little bit later. Let's do something else first. Plus we just did F sharp pygmy, so it's a little bit similar. So many options. Let's do Amara. That's a good one. No, let's do Aegean. A little bit higher vibe there. So yeah, it's a C3, so it's a C3 major scale, so it's a little bit happier. All right. That's where I gotta pull up the TikTok app again until I have this all down a bit smoother. you guys for tuning in. I appreciate it. Last night I did a live stream for probably about an hour and a half, and there was like almost nobody that showed up, which was okay because I was kind of just tweaking my settings and figuring out how to do a decent indoor live stream. Used to doing either by the fire pit or out in nature, so still kind of figuring out the best setup for indoor live streaming here. Oh, my thing's blinking here. What's my battery down to? Probably should have charged it last night. That's one thing that's weird with this digital handpan. You got to watch your battery level. Not something you normally have to worry about with a regular handpan. Oh, it's down to 17%. That's not good. It's going down faster than it did last night. Let me see. I'm actually going to go ahead and plug it in. I can plug it in right over here and still play. So, sorry guys. I didn't think the battery would drain that fast. It only went down about 10%. When I did it last night, I went from 37% down to 27%, so I was like, okay, in an hour and a half I'll probably be fine. I don't need to charge it tonight. Seems like it's going down faster now. Alright, actually the charging cable's right here. I don't know if it's going to be long enough to reach, or am I going to need an extension cord? Let's see. Yeah, I'm going to need an extension cord, aren't I? Maybe not. If we don't, it's going to be very close. We're good. Excellent. I just got cords going all over the place here. Alright, we're good. TikTok and Discord video, yeah. That might be it, who knows. That shouldn't affect my the handpan itself though. It's a different thing with my like my iPhone battery and all that. I remember having to charge that midstream a couple times during our fire pit sessions there. Alright, it's still no, it's blinking at me because it's still below 20%, but we should be good now. Alright, thank you for sticking around as I tweak some things here, but we should be good now. So this is the Amara scale, also known as the Celtic scale. So jack-o'-lanterns there, Amber. Appreciate it. I was noticing something weird there. When I was playing the Aegean scale, it was louder, so I had to turn the volume down. And when I was playing the Amara scale, it was quieter. So it's almost, I had to turn the volume back up. It's kind of odd. Weird there that a B2, maybe it's just the lower central note. Now you know what? I've noticed that with the B2 Soulfly that we were playing a little while ago. Interesting. Something quieter about that B2 for some reason. Popular beginner scales. It's basically between the Celtic and the Kurd, which are usually both in D minor. They have a lot of chord opportunities, so they're very beginner friendly. You can basically keep playing on that one. That and the Pygmy are really popular beginner scales. They're very approachable. Alright, looks like my battery's going up. Good. Make sure that's working okay. Alright, what shall we play next, huh? Let's do Water. That's a really deep scale. I was playing that a while last night. It's got a D2 center note, so it's super deep. About as low as I go. I got one that's a C2, but it's like so deep it's a bit over the top. Reading it in front here in front of me. There it is, Healing Water. I like that one with this one.
Very deep. That's about as deep as I go with this one. The D2, so it's super deep ding there. It's kind of fun though. It's got a nice little slow vibe to it. Thanks, Rye. All right. So, what shall we do next? Should I do a higher pitch? Actually, I don't really go much lower than that one, so. Probably just try sticking with the same scale for a little while instead of changing it up so much, but it's kind of addicting to change it up a lot. Are there any ones that I really like that I haven't played yet? Other than Shaman. I haven't done Shaman yet. Let's do something higher before we go to Shaman. I don't want to do heat jazz tonight. I did that, what was it, last Saturday I did heat jazz for a little bit. That's the very different scale. I think I'm quite in the mood for that one tonight. Yeah, I don't know, nothing's really jumping out to me. Let's go ahead and do Shaman, huh? Maybe we can cycle back to Pygmy or whatever. Probably missed it here. There we go. Loading, alright, that's good. And I like to do this nice desert vibe thing. Background sound, Desert Night it's called. There we go. Alright, sorry about that, bear with me as I work with my little setup here. Probably once I get going with a good routine, it'll be a little bit quicker switching between things and sticking with some a little bit longer.
on this handpan. It's got such a vibe to it. I could just keep going with that. I'll probably stick with that one for a little while. It's a fun one. Thanks, Amber. Yeah, I love that one. So that's an F2 ding in the middle here. Nice. For all of you sound healer fans there, that's the. Oh, now I can't remember what chakra that is. I think it's heart. Yeah, F scale is the heart, I believe. C, D, E, F, yes, heart, got it. And then G is throat, yeah. So, there you go. It's so easy to do harmonics on this thing. For some reason I like to go to this one. It works well when you're kind of flowing a bit. But yeah, it's super easy to do the harmonics. It's not the easiest thing to do on a regular handpan, so I have fun with it on this one. Oh, thanks, Ollie. I appreciate it. Now you need to get a handpan or electric one, yeah. Yeah, I feel the same way watching all you guys doing your things, and I'm like, I need to get that stuff too. I'm already scouting out like gongs and stuff. Like I want to do like a whole sound bath type thing, but centered around the handpan. Like I don't want to steal you guys' thunder with the crystal bowls and everything, but I want to stick to my handpan, but add a few other elements, which will be interesting as I figure out how to incorporate all that. And this is set to 432 hertz for those of you who are all about the different frequencies. You can set it. It doesn't let you set it to any frequency. I think it's somewhere between like 400 and 500 or something like that. I thought you could set it to any frequency, but yeah, you can easily switch it between 440 and 432, and I have it set to 432 right now. So that's kind of cool. Yes, the healing frequency, yep. So that's kind of cool. That all these scales that I'm playing right now are set to 432, so it's kind of fun. shaman scale, or should I change it up again? I stuck with that one a little bit longer than I've been doing the other ones, changing it up a lot, but such a fun scale, I thought I'd stick with it for a little while. I don't even know if you can hear the background sound on this one. I have it set to a desert night, so it's kind of got like a crackling fire, and it got like little wolves in the background going on, or coyotes, I guess it would be in the desert. But it's kind of quiet. Well, if nobody has any preference, then I'll go ahead and change it up, just because. There. Yeah, they're also common with this one's pretty. All right, I'll switch it up and then I'll come back to this one. But yeah, that's a great scale. Let's do Blue Moon again. I like that one. It's got a nice chill vibe to it as well. But that's an A2 ding, so it's a little bit. I say ding. The center note, they call it a ding. I don't know where they came up with that name, but thank you, PANArt. They're the creators of the Handpan. Actually, if you guys were watching last night, I bust out almost every single one of my handpans. That was kind of fun. I was like, since nobody's watching, I'm just going to kind of mess around and test out all my different ones and see how it is. It was fun. Alright, what do I want to play with the Blue Moon? Let's do Northern Woodland. That one's always a nice one. a little bit longer. That way I'm not constantly changing it up. One of the downsides of changing it up is I'm just like figuring out what scale I want to change it to, and then figure out what background I want to change it to, and it can kind of take a minute or two there, so it kind of kills the vibe for a bit. But one of the cool things as I figure out what scales I like to play with is that each of these tone fields here you can set to a preset scale, so it's a lot easier. You just press the middle button here and then press one of the scales and it pops onto the next one. So I can just set each one of these to whatever scale I want to. Right now I haven't set to certain ones, but I haven't been using that as much. I've been using the app more. Yeah, that'll make it a little bit quicker switching between scales. Although if I'm changing the background sound, that'll take a little bit as well, but yeah, it'll be a little bit easier that way. Hard to believe I've only done like maybe 10 live streams on TikTok now after doing almost a full year on YouTube. A little bit of a different feel, different vibe to TikTok live stream. I've been enjoying the community though. I never had quite that much of a community on YouTube through all that full year of live streaming that I did. So it's been kind of nice finding you guys and enjoying your live streams and kind of hanging out a bit. Nice little sound healing community we got here. Natural, yeah. I guess, I don't know. You saw some really talented handpan players, you probably think differently. My stuff is pretty basic, but I got a nice little chill vibe thing going on that I've kind of gravitated to, and it works. I enjoy it. So one of the cool things about the handpan is there's just so many different ways you can take it. So some people are doing some just like crazy stuff, and it's awesome. It's really cool watching them do it. But there's also some really cool chill things you can do, or you can play cover songs. Some people do cover songs on the handpan, so it's a lot of different cool things you can do with it. It's an amazing little instrument, for sure. And it's hard to believe this instrument has only been around for about 20 years. It came around the year 2000 is when it was first introduced. I have one of the first ones, first generation PANArt Hang. And of course this one has only been around for a couple of years, the digital version. I remind you of Malte Martin. That's a high praise. I actually have his course. I'm a member of his Malte Martin method course. But yeah, I'm definitely not up to that level for sure. That guy's amazing. scale for now. Let's switch it back to the good old pygmy. So when I first got this this instrument, like maybe a month and a half, 2 months ago, whatever it was at this point, I think it was late August, so 2 months now. I immediately put it onto the F sharp low pygmy. Nazaris, good to see you here. Thank you for the heart, we appreciate it. Yeah, so as I was saying, I put it on the F sharp pygmy, and I was just playing, I was just flowing with it immediately, because all my regular handpans have like a higher ding. My two main ones have G sharp 3, so it's a little bit higher sound in the middle. And these low notes in the middle are so fun to play meditatively, so that was one of the main reasons I wanted to get this instrument, is to be able to play it more meditatively. Looking all professional, I know, right? I'm legit now. I got like the whole projector thing going on, all this stuff. This is actually the first time setting it up like this. I stayed up until about 2 a.m. last night trying to find some lighting for my live streams. I had settled on this projector one, but then I was like, I need to buy something else in order to get overnight shipping, so I got this little dude here. It was pretty cheap. But it took me forever to... Oh, look at you with the custom emojis there. Nice. I added a few. I need to add some more, but yeah. Oh, thank you. I didn't like the fact that I can see like my projection right here, so I might have to move it a little bit. But otherwise, I think it works out pretty well. Yeah. So yeah, it was kind of funny that I was up until 2 a.m. and then my son woke up at 6:30, so I got 4.5 hours of sleep. So yeah. Oh, the shirt, you like the shirt too? Nice. Yeah, there you go. Anyway, I put it onto F sharp pygmy. This is the first one I played on this handpan, and I was just flowing with it immediately. And I was like, oh, no wonder so many people love pygmy scale. This is so approachable. It's such an approachable scale. that's for sure. And you can see why. It's a nice vibe to it. What is my musical background? Bass guitar is about it. But not really much recently. I used to play it a lot, maybe like 20 years ago. And I literally just play along to music that I loved on the radio or CDs and whatnot, and just kind of play by ear and play along to the music and figure it out on the fly. And that's really all my musical background, which is one of the cool things about the handpan, is it's really approachable for people who don't even have much of a musical background. Yeah, thank you. Natural, yeah, I guess. I don't know. I've been practicing for a year, so it did take me a little while to get to this point, even though I'm not quite where I would like to be, but kind of found a nice little niche here with the meditative flow type thing, it's been fun. Been enjoying it. I feel bad for my other handpans ever since I got this Neotone. I've been playing this so much, and I got a really special one of the original handpans, and it was not cheap. And it's been sitting on the shelf a lot lately ever since I got the Neotone. I feel bad because it's a beautiful instrument. But yeah, something about playing this, the meditative flow, that I just keep coming back to it. Yeah, an album of me, yeah. Viking, yes. I can see me on the cover with a like horn helmet thing going on. But yes, vibing, there you go. Yeah, maybe one day I'll do an album. That'd be cool. Alright, we'll stick with the pygmy for a little while. Actually, I might. Right, yeah. Let me change the background now, let's see. I don't think I changed it when I did the pygmy. Although this one's kind of nice with the birds chirping and whatnot. I don't know how well you can hear the background. Let me know if it's coming through okay, or if it's too loud or not loud enough. Let's do Nocturnal Garden. Got like the frogs and stuff. That was kind of nice. Viking, right? Viking's better, not vibing. Viking, yes, stick with that. You can see me on there with my little handpan, like. Fun stuff. The vibing Viking. There you go. Perfect. How are we doing? We're at 11:14. I'm used to my YouTube live streams where I had to check the time very frequently because I only had a half hour to work with. Oh, thank you for the hearts, Rye. I appreciate it. Pygmy scale's a fun one. You guys and your Viking things going on with that, cracking me up. Alright, so let's go ahead and change it up again, shall we? An elf emoji, yeah, there you go. Same thing, right? Viking, elf, yeah. Hey, exactly. Alright, what shall we do next? I think it's too early to go back to the shaman quite yet. Especially coming off of Pygmy. Too similar. They both have a nice chill vibe. Although I guess the whole stream is a nice chill vibe thing going on, so whatever, right? I like this background music though. It's kind of makes me feel like I'm back outside again with the crickets going on. Actually got a little bit warm during the day today with the sun, and I was like, maybe I can do my live stream outside tonight, and no. As soon as the sun went away, the temperature dropped like crazy. I was taking the dogs out last night, and I'm like, yeah, I'm glad I did a live stream inside instead of coming out here. Too cold. Let me see. Yeah, I don't know what to go to now. Almost have too many options sometimes. I feel like I don't even play half the scales on here, because they just have they don't have the whole meditative vibe that I'm going for. The cool thing is you can actually create your own scales to this, and I haven't even done that yet. I've been using everybody else's scales and the preset ones. But you can make any scale you want on this thing, as long as it's got 10 notes. They actually do have a version that has 17 notes. They call it the mutant version. It's got like a little screen on here that'll tell you what scale you got. And each one of those tone fields has a little cutout on the top, so it's an extra note. So you have the main note, and then you have a higher note on each one of these tone fields. So opens up a whole lot more opportunities. Actually, the person that sold me this one, they were upgrading to the mutant version. So yeah, that was more expensive, obviously. I figured the 10-note version is fine for me for now. I think I'd be a little overwhelmed with that many notes. Let's do... yeah, I don't even know what to go to next. Let's go back to Amara. That one's fun. And then maybe we'll come back to Shaman again. Yeah, for those of you that tuned in the last couple of weeks, you can tell my cough thing is finally getting better. It took a while. I got 2 little kids that are bringing home stuff from school all the time, man. Alright, let's do... how about the wetlands? Is that going to be too similar to what we were just playing? Yeah, whatever. Let's go ahead and get started. Watching me try to pick up scales and stuff. Probably not that exciting. One thing I noticed with having this iPad thing is I gotta keep pressing it every once in a while, because the screen starts dimming on me. Yeah, thank you. I am feeling better, a lot better. Minecraft, yeah. Alright, let's go ahead and play. noticing something about that B2 for some reason. Yeah, it's a little bit quieter, so I had to like reach over here and turn up the volume a little bit while I was towards the beginning of that one there. I was noticing, oh yeah, the B2 is quieter for some reason. There you go. Glad you're enjoying your game there. Does it have a random option? What do you mean, the scales, like choosing and letting it play any random scale, or are you talking about the background sounds? No, it doesn't have a random option for the Neotone. No, I have to actually sit here and pick out some scale of my own. But, I mean, I could just select one and see what it gives me, which could be interesting, I guess. I don't remember what all the presets are. Actually, I think I have a pretty good idea. This one's F sharp pygmy. This is one of the other pygmies. C sharp, F2, key jazz, water, Sabai? Yes, Sabai, Aegean, Amara, Kurd. So there you go. Although I don't use the presets very often on here, so yeah. Eventually when I start using them more regularly, I'll probably plug in some of the ones that I've been using a lot lately. And then I'll want to know exactly which one is which, so it'll be easier to pull them up anytime I need to. That's the kind of stuff I do in my my PANArt Hang, because it has a nice little meditative vibe to it sometimes, the tone that it has. Alright, let's go ahead and change it up again, shall we? I haven't done the C sharp pygmy, but I just did F sharp pygmy, so that's not too different. It's actually almost at the exact same scale if you look at the notes on it, but because you're shifting things down to a C sharp instead of the F, it gives it a different vibe. Alright, let's go back to shop. We haven't done that in a while. That's my favorite. Thank you for those that are still sticking around enjoying this. I appreciate you. favorite. Yeah, I like the crickets on that one. Yeah, because this one has such a chill vibe. I like playing the nighttime nature sounds with this one. Gives it a nice chill vibe. It fits very well with the fire pit thing I had going on for sure. Ideas for the setup here. Yeah, I literally just grabbed these two things last night. I'm like, what can I get that'll be overnight shipping on Amazon? Because last night, literally, I had these two candles here, and that was it. It was just a completely different vibe, and I'm glad I was able to grab a couple things to make it get a different feel. This works out pretty well. I like it. Other than the fact that my shadow is showing a little bit there. I have to reposition this projector a little bit so that it doesn't pull up the shadow, but other than that, I'm pretty happy with it. And I don't know if I'll stick with this since I don't know if you guys can actually read any of that stuff on there, but yeah, otherwise, I like it. I think I did 2.5 hours last week, didn't I? Last Saturday night. That was crazy. That was a good time, though. Nice little crew that we had out there for the fire pit stream. I actually thought about it earlier this week when the weather was really warm. We had Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, the weather got to almost 80 degrees. So it was actually pretty comfortable at nighttime. And I was like, should I do a live stream out by the fire pit while the weather's still warm? And I didn't, but yeah, now it's cold again. Gotta incorporate those harmonics a little bit more. Find a way to throw them in there without changing the vibe too much. The leg cramping, yeah, it's a little bit different. A little bit different sitting like this versus sitting in a chair outside, as I've noticed for sure. I mean, I suppose I could cross my legs. That might work a little better. And I sit and do meditations in the morning right here. But I don't know if it'll kind of angles it down a little bit more, probably not. There's one dude, what's his name? I can't think of his name now. Australian guy. Amazing handpan player, and he always sits down on the ground like this. Really cool. But most people, they sit in some kind of chair or stool while they're playing. Thank you all, you guys. I appreciate it for sticking around for so long. Thank you so much. Have a good one. I'll see you around next time. Maybe next time, we'll see. What was that? What's going on? The downsides of the digital handpan. Sorry about that. So all set up okay there? There we go. Moving things around too much. Anyway, let's get back to the shamans, huh? just for the hell of it. Why not? Oh, that's right, I had this plugged in over here charging, don't I? That could be a little tricky. Which way do I put it? Alright, I'll unplug it from here. Sorry, that was going to make a loud noise. Anyway, I can push it this way to let it charge. Alright, cool. It's just staring at me over here in the corner, you know? Like, please play me. Why not? Don't you want to play a real handpan? Not one of these fake digital things? Hard to see which which way I have it turned here. There we go. So weird going back to a real handpan after playing the digital one. It's a beautiful tone to it, huh? It's one of the things, the digital handpan can do a lot, but it can't replicate the original handpan. This is the first generation of the handpan that was ever created. So it's pretty special instrument. I still do love the digital one, of course, but yeah, this one has a really cool special tone to it. nice little hypnotic riff that I like to bust out. Nice little meditative pattern there. Fun one to play. Where did I adopt this beauty? Yeah, I have connections. Basically, one of the guys that I've connected with through Master the Handpan. Yeah, if you look him up, Sylvain Pallier is his name. Paslier. Sylvain. Fantastic handpan player, and he plays these exclusively. These original PANArt Hangs. And he was able to source a few of them. Found them in an estate sale, 3 of them. And he had a guy down in North Carolina revitalize them. This one was actually in pretty good condition. The other 2 are a little bit less. I think he still has them for sale. But yeah, really special instruments. And they're hard to find for sure. But yeah, it's a fun one for sure. This is in the Akebono scale. So they think it was initially a G Akebono, but all the notes basically shifted while it was sitting in someone's basement or wherever for a long period of time, so they just shifted to a G sharp, which is funny because my other main handpan is also a G sharp, so it's kind of funny. Yeah, it's pretty cool that they were able to find these ones sitting in somebody's attic or basement or whatever in a estate sale. So yeah. So this one's an Akebono scale, which is a Japanese scale. So it's got a nice vibe to it. I'm gonna bust out the baby pan next. I don't know if you get to watch Madam Handpan at all. Let's take out the baby pan. And then I think I'll go back to the Neotone, or maybe I'll call it a night, we'll see. Baby, I know, it's just a little baby thing. Wait till you see how small it is. Well, you might have seen it from all my clips on TikTok. I think you've seen almost every single one of my clips on TikTok at this point. Thank you for all your likes, I appreciate it. Little baby pan from Velis Sound Sculptures in the Ukraine. And you can actually buy these on Etsy, and they're pretty affordable as far as handpans go. The ukulele of handpans, yeah, there you go. Basically, right? Which is funny, I have a bass guitar ukulele sitting right over there. Don't ask me to play that though. My dad is big into ukulele, so I bought a bass guitar ukulele to try to play along with him, and I just haven't found a whole lot of time to play with it since I've been doing my handpan so much. But the hope was to be able to play some bass ukulele along with my handpans and create some music that way, but really haven't played around with it too much. Yeah, there you go. What baby pan are you looking at that's a G sharp? Is it one of the Velis Sound Sculpture or somebody else's? I don't think he makes a G sharp, so it's probably somebody else's, huh? I hope you're able to get one. It's a lot of fun. It's one of the cool things about the handpans. They're so approachable. You can have somebody pick one up that has never played any music before, and it's just the way that the scales are set up is the notes sound good together for the most part. I mean, you can make it sound pretty bad if you try to, but for the most part the scales are pretty approachable. Your stepdad wanted a ukulele kick, nice. Yeah, so did my dad, but he's still into it. Him and his brother. He has a brother down in North Carolina that's very musical as well. They kind of grew up playing music together, the two of them. Primarily guitar, but now they play a lot of ukulele. There you go, a little bit of baby pan there. Alright, what shall we do next? What time are we looking at? Midnight, huh? Yes, a bass ukulele. Bass ukulele. They actually call it a U-bass is the technical term that they call U-bass. That's actually a little bit easier to say than bass ukulele. The Viking vibes, yeah, there you go. No, I'm not busting out the U-bass tonight. Alright, should we keep playing something or should we wrap it up? I don't know. Bass ukulele. Alright, you keep saying bass ukulele and see if you can get that to stick. Should I bust out my symphonic steel? I didn't take that one out last night. Yeah, why not? We're doing everything tonight. Why not? It's Saturday night, man, right? Although I can't stay up too late. I need to sleep tonight. I got like 4.5 hours of sleep last night. My almost 2-year-old woke up, I think, because he had a poop. Yeah, fun. They're usually good to sleep until almost 8 o'clock on weekdays. So 6:30 yesterday this morning. Sticking with this background sound for a while, huh? I think this is kind of nice for the nighttime vibe. Alright, the Iskra. Yeah, thanks, Azaris. I'll play a little bit more and then I'll go ahead and wrap it up. This one is also a G sharp, just like the PANArt that we were playing. A major scale, as you can tell. I love playing this one out in nature because it seems to work really well. symphonic steel iskra. Guy's still going on the bass ukulele. Oh, that's funny. Hey, you guys trying to get rid of me? Alright. I'll go ahead and get some sleep. But thank you for sticking around for so long. I appreciate it. Yeah. Alright, where's the case for this one, huh? Alright. Yeah, I know. I need to get some rest too. Hopefully the kids will sleep in a bit. Oh, thank you for the gifts. Appreciate it so much. But I appreciate most of all you guys sticking around for so long and chatting and enjoying my little quiet vibe here, sharing some of my handpan music. It's been fun. Hopefully we can do it again. I'm liking our little regular Saturday night thing. I tried to do a Friday night thing last night just because my wife was out, which she usually isn't on a Friday night, but took advantage of that. I made Amber fall asleep, yeah. That's fine, whatever. But yeah, I'll try to make a more regular thing of this. Ideally, what I would like to do is more like a nightly thing, but I don't think I'm quite there yet. We'll see. Maybe have like a 10 p.m. live stream each night. I don't know. I miss having my regular afternoon live streams out in nature, which I was doing almost every single day, which I can't do anymore. So I'm kind of trying to get back into the more regular, frequent live streams again. Jasper, yeah, hopefully. I'm sure Jasper's sleeping. Oh, that's funny. Alright, anyway, thanks so much for sticking around, guys, and I'm sure I'll see you on either your own live streams or one of the live streams that we regularly frequent. So I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your night, rest of your weekend. Be sure to practice brief mindfulness moments throughout your day, and as always, stay positive and love your life.